Okay, here's my daily analysis, recap of the day and what I'm looking at for tomorrow. As far as my trading goes, I give it a D today. I did make $1,500 in a combine and like $30 in a funded account, and I didn't trade the funded account till market conditions were pretty crappy. So the market did it gapped up. We'll look at that, but it did trigger this week. Didn't make it up to the week target yet, but it did hit this daily target. I think right away in the. So yeah, it gapped up, and then it started like expanding the broadening formation here. This midnight open kind of put a cap on things. I was probably in bed by this time, so I wasn't really looking to trade it. And then, yeah, I was working with my wife all weekend on getting the house ready and stuff pulled together for hosting Thanksgiving, so I wasn't ready for anything. And then was kind of doing my weekly analysis late. So the market had already opened and gapped up when I was doing that. And then, yeah, so yeah, almost hit that day here overnight. But then around 7:30 here, so I was at my desk looking at this. I wasn't quite prepared to trade. I should have been, because I noticed this. So here, it's finding support at this level and found it again. So when this was going and turned green, I was like, oh, this is a 1 minute chart. I was like, oh, I should probably get in this at least to come, we have this target here, at least to come take that. It didn't. I think it came up here, and then I got in and pushed, and then since it's right around this midnight open, New York midnight open, I moved my stop up too fast, got me, and then it went. And then I think in here, off this move here, I caught a little bit of this and made like 200 in that combine before the open, and then it kind of crashed right into the open. And then went really fast, and then I got in on some of this up move here and was looking to go long and gave some of the money back. Going here, I was trying to go long further, thinking, but once this turned red, I should have got out and switched, because then they just formed the top of this broadening formation and just went down, and then they pushed the broadening formation to the downside. And then it was just pretty, you're stuck inside here. Got green here. I tried to go long a little bit and didn't get anything, and then missed this down move, and I think I tried to force something in this down move, and then caught on this pull up here. I rode a lot of this grind up to finish the combine at 1,500, and then it was then I was like, came back around 2 o'clock and was messing around in here. Nothing ever kind of went. I'd stop out. It's kind of choppy, so I didn't really. I wasn't really comfortable trading it there. And then okay. So for tomorrow, we're kind of in the middle of the day's range. The week, you can see it got capped off by this broadening formation. So even though it's a holiday week, if it's I'd be looking forward to maybe coming down through here, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens. The the quarter's still green and the month is still 2 up in green. But if the week week and day both go red, I might be looking for shorts. And if it does hit that, yeah, you got this. There is a little bit of gap here, but and down here PMG on through there. Okay, the ES hit it, took its week, same thing, gapped up over it. Hit all three. There's 3 daily targets here. It hit all 3 of those, and did not make it to the weekly target. I figured that would, all of those. I thought maybe the stops would trigger it up enough to hit the week, but it didn't. So we'll have to see if this can, as long as it stays above this 6,012.75, look for longs to take out that weekly magnitude. If not, same deal where it's kind of set up the same way. If they do sell, they could PMG. A lot of stops here that they could take out, but we're all green, and the holiday week it's lower probability. The Russell and the YM were both stronger. They took out their weekly magnitude. So we'll just have to see what they want to do from there. You got exhaustion risk. Just have to see what's playing there. Same deal. Took out it. We're up at the top of the broadening formation, so there is exhaustion risk you need to be aware of. It hit the target, weekly target. Gold just, and this was one that I was looking at last night when I was doing my thing. It had went up and came down, so that was up here and it was a little red, and I was like, oh, this could come back through, this whole range. So it still could come through on the week, but I was like, but I'm not set up to, look at it and trade. I think if we go back to that, and it went outside day like way early. Yeah, I mean, it just went. So I don't know. I think I was doing my thing right around here, and you can see it just was red in here. It broke the low, it had this weird. Yeah, I noticed this too. It had this weird open where it came all the way down, set the low clear down here. But then it set this one, and so I saw it, and then, and they were selling it, and they just kept selling it, and you could have got in here, and it took out that wick down. It took it out and came down and hit that day target. So it went outside day by 2100 Central Time, which is 9:30. So I thought the trade was over at that point, didn't look at it. And it went even further down later in the day. Boom, here at the open, right before the open, went down and kept going down. Boom. So there would have been ample opportunities to go short on it during the day. For tomorrow, just have to be cognizant that this is a 3, so if it comes down here, it could always reverse back and go through. But we got everything's down, quarters red. If it breaks back below this month, it would be 2 up, 2 down month with that 2502 target possibly. They could run it on around through here this week. So just have to wait, look for good entries, and see what happens. Bitcoin pulled back. It was another one where I looked, it hit this daily target. There wasn't really an entry for that. You had to go by, a lower time frame entry. So there's some profit taking. Now, how far does it go? Do they swing it all the way down here? Everyone's starting to take profit now that it almost hit 100,000. Do they swing it all around down here, get a bunch of shorts in there, stop out all the longs, and then pump it back up to 100,000? Just have to wait and see on that. I don't know if I'll look for a trade tomorrow in it or not. There's another one that at the opened. yeah, we were here, and so we were sitting here, yeah, right at the open, and I saw this, and I'm like, oh man, if this breaks through this level, I really want to be, I would really like to short it, but I went over to the NQ and didn't come back to here, and then it just went from there. That would have been a great trade. I gotta go and catch these things. But I mean, there's good trade. Oh, it's dumping now. There's good trades on it because there's just a lot of volatility and volume in it. You know, people are trading it, so I should just be looking at this and taking trades in it because it's where the action is at. Oil, it didn't go outside, but it came through, hit the 2 up, 2 down, went to daily magnitude, didn't take the other two out. The other two day targets here. See if it can do that tomorrow. It's still inside month, inside quarter, inside week. So nothing to get too excited about. But you know, it did pop out of this broadening formation, but is pulling back in, so it could come all the way back through the broadening formation also. But that is all I have for today. Hopefully, I do a little better job trading tomorrow.